spouse? Are you living with your spouse? Is it Joseph?
Yes.
Yeah, this Rid is misspelled. And Houston Smith. That's you.
Yes, yes, sir.
And Mr. Gertz here is your attorney, and the state's attorney is present. There is a motion.
This isn't just another bond hearing. This is a case that's about to take a seriously disturbing turn. An $800,000 bond is already raising eyebrows, but what the judge is about to uncover could justify every dollar of it. We're talking about alleged digital evidence, disturbing intent, and potential danger that goes far beyond a typical courtroom scenario. The real question here is, how do you even measure risk when the accusations involve thoughts and actions this extreme? Stick with this, because what unfolds next will leave you questioning just how far the justice system should go to protect the public.
Or an application for writ of habeas corpus requesting a reasonable bond with the inference that the 800,000 was not reasonable. At least one man's opinion says that. Let me look at this circumstances. You know what I need to
There.
public safety report?
Look.
All right, generally, bonds are set based upon criminal history and circumstances of the offense. And then other circumstances become an issue. That is, if a bond is going to be posted, the ability to follow up with the requirements of a bond is bad enough in its very essence. But when someone professes to, let's see, that puts it into the potential harm and jeopardy of others in a new light. I don't think, and I've done, where do you live? I know where you're residing now, but do you live in Groves?
No, sir. I live in Needleland.
You previously lived in Groves.
Yes, sir.
I grew up in Groves. This is not what Groves stands for. All right. I think I see here why. Imagine who set this bond originally.
Judge Sharoon, Judge.
I see why he would have set this. According to the probable cause affidavit here, law enforcement obtained warrants to get certain accounts that you were associated with. It's something called KIK Messenger, which I'm not real familiar with. But what they recovered.
Now, this is where things start getting serious. The mention of Kik Messenger might seem minor at first, but in many investigations, encrypted or lesser-known platforms become central to uncovering intent and behavior patterns. The judge is clearly shifting focus from just the amount of the bond to the nature of the alleged evidence itself. And that's critical, because bond decisions aren't just about whether someone can pay, they're about risk to the community. What stands out here is how the court is weighing digital activity alongside potential real-world consequences. That raises an important question for you watching. Should online behavior alone be enough to justify such a high bond, especially before a full trial? Or is the court right to act cautiously when the stakes involve potential harm? Let me know what you think.
The police recovered was a large amount of Can you explain that?
Judge, I'm going to ask him not to answer that question.
All right. Well, anything else?
No, other than I don't even know if the bond is sufficient as it is. But
One of the most disturbing things I've read in my career. And I've seen it all, I thought. And number one, child continues to victimize children when it's out there. Right. I don't think, and I've been a part of, from the Jamesburg murders to all types of crimes. But I don't think I've ever read such a horrifying and concerning statement about someone's.
This is the moment that defines the entire hearing. When a judge, someone who has seen decades of criminal cases, calls something one of the most disturbing they've ever encountered that carries serious weight. The reference to thoughts about harming children shifts this from a standard legal discussion into a public safety emergency in the court's eyes. That's why the $800,000 bond isn't just staying, it's being reinforced with the idea that even stricter conditions would be required if release were possible. From a legal standpoint, this shows how courts prioritize community safety over financial arguments when the alleged risk crosses a certain line. And then, just as the tension peaks, the situation takes an unexpected turn with the defendant collapsing, bringing everything to a halt and reminding us how intense these moments can become. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.
Thoughts, a human being's thought that murdering children would be amusing. Well, that's the inference. $800,000 is, I'm not lowering it. Judge DeRuin, I find, based upon the circumstances of this case, a fair determination. But if you happen to be able to post this bond, we have to have a hearing so that conditions of release would be appropriate based upon these circumstances, which would be a long list plus a list that would include all thoughts I would have to ensure that the safety of children could be preserved if you were released. And it would include at least home confinement, no access to internet. Are you married or single?
I'm married.
Sir?
He's married, Judge. Yes.
Okay, any children? Do you have any children? Oh, okay.
No, sir.
Do you cohabitate with your spouse? Are you living with your spouse? He's down.
Well, he went down on his first shot.
Go ahead, carry him out.
Yeah.
Look on his face.
Emergency medical services.
Radio. Please.
No.
He passed out.
Just relax.
Check the radio.
Thank you. Can I get up? That's good.
don't get up. Just sit.
Just sit on the floor.
Sorry, I apologize.
You sit right there.
Where's he bleeding from?
No,
He keeps head
hit
up.
his face first, Judge. Luckily he didn't do that, but he hit his face first. So.
Need some medical services. Thank you. Yeah, he's bleeding.
Yeah,
From face wound.
We're not gonna leave.
All right.
The jury.
Are you ready to go?
All right, we are in recess on this matter right now. Thank you.